and this length C from the directrix to the vertex, or from the vertex to the focus, is right here. So both C. And the equation for this one is negative 1 over 4 times C times x squared. Yes, ma'am? The 4 comes from squaring a square. It comes from perfect squares. If you want to look at example 1 in the book, it'll kind of give you a feel for where the 4 comes from. It's kind of like in the quadratic formula. You got a 4 that kind of appears magically, and it's about completing a square. And, you know, some other manipulations that you end up doing with the quadratic when you square things. So, you know, that's where it comes from. Okay. Now, we also will have, but the 4 is a constant, parabolas that go sideways. And we're not going to define these as 2 square root functions, as we started to do when we looked at square root functions before. We're going to describe these in just a single equation, but they're not going to be y equals because they're not functions. This is not a function. So this is going to be an x equals y squared. Focus is going to be here. Directrix is going to be here. And this directrix, this line, is going to be an x equal, whereas this directrix for the previous one was a y equals line. This is an x equals line for the directrix. And that C is still in the same place here. And my equation is x equals 1 over 4c times y squared. And if I had the parabola going opening towards the left, with my focus over here on the left side of the vertex and my directrix over to the right, this is an x equals negative 1 over 4c y squared. Negative and positive, opening up and down or left and right for the 2 equations. Okay, so let's try an example problem or two. What's that? C is the distance from the vertex to the focus, or the vertex to the directrix. I define my parabola by that distance. And that's that that involves that constant distance that we looked at in the little in this little thing over here. Okay. For example, let's write the equation for a graph that is the set of all points equal distance from, let me give you a point and a line. So my point is going to be 0, 2, and the line y equals negative 2. Okay? A set of all points equal distance from a point and a line is the definition of a parabola. So let me sketch it out. The point is the focus, 0, 2, okay. The directrix is the line, y equals negative 2, horizontal line. The vertex is directly in between the focus and the directrix. There's the vertex. And the parabola opens up towards the focus, not towards the directrix. So this is the parabola they're talking about. The distance from the focus to the vertex is 2. So that means C equals 2. The equation is, oh, this is a y equals because it's my going up or my going down parabola. The equation is y equals 1 over 4c times x squared. The equation for this parabola is 1 over 4 times 2 times x squared, better known as 1 over 8 x squared. No, we're just writing equations, so we're not going to solve what the x is and what the y is. What we're going to have to do is find things like where's the focus, where's the directrix, where's the vertex. Those are the things that we have to find out on these. Okay, so let's do another example. Yes. That is called the directrix, and we are now defining our parabolas with a focus and a directrix. The directrix is always going to be on the opposite side of the parabola from the focus. It's one of the ways we're defining our parabola, so we put it in the drawing. If you don't have it in the drawing, it's not incorrect. It's just I'm trying to make a very little correct drawing here for you. Okay? So let's make the equation of a parabola with the vertex at 0, 0, and the focus at, let's go 3, 0. Okay. So let me make my drawing. I find it easier to understand these if I draw them. There's my vertex at 0, 0. My focus at 3, 0. My parabola always opens up towards the focus. So that's what I'm talking about. I'll go ahead and put my directrix in because I like to be exact here. This one actually has a directrix at x equals -3. What is the distance from the vertex to the focus? 3. So my C is 3. So my equation is, my equation is, it's not a y equals because it's a parabola on its side. It's an x equals 1 over 4c times y squared, better known as 1/12 y squared. And do I have the right sign? Oh yeah, this one is opening up to the positive x's, so that should be a positive 1/12. All right. Do you want to try another one, or are you good? You're good? Okay.